Hi everyone, my name is Heather and I'm the person behind Happy Puppy Truffles. Today I wanted to share with you guys another fun project where we can take some traditional origami and put it together to make a fun project for the holidays. And today we're going to use shuriken or ninja stars. And if you take 8 of these, you can put them together in a way with some modular assembly to make a kind of snowflake sort of assembly piece that you can use as a coaster. You can secure it really well and use it as a, Christmas ornament, something like that. There's lots of different ways that you can use this. And you can also borrow the technique to kind of piece the pieces together in different ways to make different kinds of shapes on your own as well. So when I do this particular project, I like to use paper that has already been cut in half. If you're familiar with the Ninja Stars origami, you can make it one way where you start with a pure square piece of paper and you just make the first fold in half and then work from there. I find that if you do that, you wind up getting a really heavy ninja star, which is great if you're just making one. But for this purpose of kind of piecing them together, I think it works a little bit better if you just use a half a sheet of paper, and then it gives you sort of a thinner, smoother kind of finish for everything, and things piece together nicer that way. Just a point of preference, if you want to stay in that world of pure, square origami only, then you can start off with a full sheet if you prefer. But let me show you guys, just as a reminder, how to make this really quick. I've got one piece of paper here cut in half. If you're doing my way where you cut it in half, you only need one sheet, and then you've got the 2 parts that you need for the assembly. If you're doing this with the square paper, you'll need 2 full sheets of paper. But what we want to do here is start off with folding these pieces into half. And I'm going to do that for both of these. It works best if you work with both of these, I think, together, just so that you can make sure you're getting things done right so that they mirror each other properly so you can put them together. So I want to have one that has the open flaps facing up, and then the other one has them facing down. Then I'm going to take this top one here, and with the flaps that are open, on the left side, I'm going to fold down because my flaps are on the top. And likewise on the bottom, I'll do the opposite of that and fold up. So it's still those open edges going the opposite direction of where they are. Then on this side, I'm going to do the opposite of what I did. So I'm going to take that edge and fold it to the top. And then on this one, fold down. Now I want to go ahead and take what you see here and fold it down. And sometimes when you make the shuriken or the ninja star, you can put a center crease and then use that as a guide. I like to try to fold this way without that though, and just kind of follow the edge as a guide. I'm going to be folding down this way, and I'm just going to actually flip it over for a second while I'm working, because I want to make sure that when I do this, I can get just a tiny little bit of a space between the edges, because I want to be able to allow this part to fold over. And that just gives you a little bit more room to work with if you're careful of that. So I've folded over again, just as a reminder, I folded that flap down. Then on the reverse, this one needs to go up. And again, I can kind of flip it over and just make sure that things aren't super close on that edge, and I can get a nice crease started. So if I flip it over, I should have something that looks like that. And then on this side, I'm going to be doing the opposite. So I'm folding up from the bottom, and I can just double check this by flipping it over for a second, making sure that I'm getting a nice little crease going that's not right snug with the edge. So fold it up, and then this side folds down. And you can hold on to that, of course, as you work too. So you should have these 2 pieces that look like this. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the bottom one, flip it over, and then I'm going to take this one and lay it on top vertically. And I should be able to then take these sides, fold them up, make a good crease. Do this side too. Get the crease started, and then you tuck the paper into the sides. When you're doing this, this other piece might kind of be moving. You can see I've got it all weird. It's not balanced right. Just push it along until it gets even with the corner that you see hiding underneath. And there's still some room to adjust later too. But you should wind up with something that looks like this. Flip it over, and we're going to repeat that kind of steps here as well. So we're just folding over, and you want to make sure you've got a little room here to work. And then we're just going to slide these in. Now this time, it's a little trickier because we're finishing things off. You might need to kind of bend things to help open up that crease there on the side. But you want to be able to get these to slide in here so that you wind up getting a nice finished ninja star. And the smoother and cleaner you can do this, then the better your finished piece is going to be, of course. But that's a finished ninja star. And then, like I said, you want to try to make 8 of these. And I'll show you here with the 2 opposite colors just so you can kind of see the assembly of the first step here a little bit. So you've got a piece here, and you want to make sure that it's mimicking the same kind of direction that I'm showing you guys here. And then you want to take another star and kind of make sure that it's the same, and then flip it over. And then I'm just going to go ahead and slide in this edge right here. And you'll notice that these top 2 sides can meet up together to create the top of a point. And it kind of looks like a fat extended star, if you will. Now, I've got this side tucked in on here, so I can go ahead and flip it over and tuck this green side in as well. Now, when you do this, things are going to need to come apart for a second. You want to just get the tip in on this side, and then slide them together. And it should create a nice little star shape here, like I said, and with these 2 points coming into the center. And what we're going to do is we're going to make 4 of these and then piece them together to make the finished assembly. So I can just kind of show you guys again if I'm doing this the right way. Get this kind of going. And it could take a few trial and error to make sure you're getting it going the right way. You want it to be the same, you know, of course. And that can be a little tricky to get used to, knowing how to hold everything, twisting it around a few times until everything kind of comes together the right way. But you should be able to get it so that you can get these pieces to slide together here. And keep coming apart here. There you go. And once you get all these together, then we're just going to piece them together to make our finished piece. Now, if you wanted to, you could use a bit of glue if you think, especially if you're going to make this as an ornament, you might have wanted to put a little bit of glue on the tabs when you do this. But if you're just using it as a table decoration, I think it works just fine without. I've got the 2 stars, and I'm just going to slide them in here into the little pocket. And you could choose which way you want to go. I'm just going to put my right into my left and slide it right in. And then just kind of rotate it around and do the same thing for the others. And it should give you a nice little kind of bringing together of everything in the middle here, and create a cool looking sort of snowflake pattern, kind of a country style pattern. I think I've seen something similar to this in quilting actually, or something, I don't know. But there we go. Get those pieces kind of connected. Give it a good squeeze from all 4 sides. And it should give you a really cool little finished design. And like I said, this particular pattern is so fun because there's so many different ways that you can play around with the assembly of all these pieces. And it's just really about, you know, how you put things together and, you know, what you do with all the pieces that you have. But if you, play around with it a little bit and, play around with color, different things that you can use to make a fun pattern. But that's just one way to take a ninja star and do something fun with it to make a different kind of thing for the holidays. I'll have some more fun things to share with you guys in the days to come. Thanks again always so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!